What's going on, guys? It's Church bringing you Storytime episode 6. And I just want to say one thing really quick. I understand these are called Storytime. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're not necessarily Storytime anymore. Because if you notice, I kind of stopped doing from like one specific story to kind of talking about a general idea, like whether it be like my school, my driving ed stuff, and that. And I mean, I guess you can. I guess you can still count that as a story, like telling you what I went through doing each thing. Not like it's gonna be like a really interesting, really cool story or anything. But some of you might find it funny with some of the things, because a lot of things that are weird like kind of happen. A lot of things I do, I don't know why, it just does. But I was going to call them story time because, I mean, like, in my mind, there's still a story. I just didn't know how anyone else felt about it. Like, if they thought it wasn't really a story anymore, more of, like, a kind of experience that I'm sharing. But, like, obviously I'm not going to change the name to, like, experience sharing because that just sounds weird and not something interesting or remotely worth kind of listening to. But anyways, I'm just going to get into the story. And this one's kind of about a very recent thing that happened to me in me getting my first job, because I am a high schooler, so like I don't really have like a real job. I have like a part-time for after school doing homework, and actually while I'm recording this in like 30 minutes I am going to work, and it's only my 4th day. So I thought I'd like to share like kind of my first couple days, because I worked 3 days my first week, and I thought it'd be interesting to kind of just share with you guys like what it has been so far for me, because it's been kind of weird, because like it's kind of an adjustment from being able to just go home and relax for hours, because I don't have sports or anything right now, so it's kind of different for me than going back to school, home and relaxing after school, because now I come home and have like 2 hours before I go to work. And it's kind of an adjustment, because I really did like my like lazy lifestyle before working, where I just gotta kind of sit here and just chill out. But when I first started was because my friend told me that he jokingly said that he would get me a job when we were out doing something. And I said, oh yeah, do it. I'm like, get me the job. And he started kind of making the wheels turn, talking to the managers and being like, yo, I have someone who I know and is really trustworthy and stuff and could really work here if you wanted it, and we do need some more people. And it ended up working, and I did get the job. And the first day I had to go in for an interview, I was told to dress up in like nice clothes, and I don't really have any nice clothes, guys, because my family's not like that. Like when we have parties and things for like holidays and stuff like that, like I don't wear good clothes. I kind of just wear what I normally wear, but a little bit better, like clean jeans and like a nice like college shirt. That's it. So I don't wear anything like super crazy or anything, like a suit or anything to parties, because like that's just not what my family does and not what I like to do. And I've always been against doing that because it's just uncomfortable and doesn't seem worth it. So I end up having to wear like my dad's like old stuff, so like these things are like huge on me. So I walk in like, and I felt so weird because they're all like shirts, pants and stuff, they're like so big and baggy. I thought I looked like a joke, like a clown walking into that place. But it ended up not really mattering, because I went in and literally sat down for 5 minutes and I didn't even have to do an interview. The person was just like, hey, I need you to work 4 or 5 days a week, and that's kind of it. Go get your forms and stuff, and I'll get some clothes, because they don't have any work clothes to actually give me. I kind of have to buy my own. And they're like, alright, just go buy your work clothes, come in on, when was it, like Wednesday or something, and bring the forms in and we'll get you all signed up. And so that was really interesting, and I left, and then that weekend I got all my stuff. I was kind of lacking. I didn't really do everything fast. And I went through the weekend, and then Wednesday after, I ended up going to work. And it was actually extremely awkward, because I walked in, I don't know anyone there, they don't know me, none of them really knew I was like a worker there. So like when I went in and started walking to the back to like go find someone to say, hey, I'm here, everyone was like, hey, what are you doing back here, like you're not an employee? And I'm like, no, I am, because I didn't go. My friend was working with me because I'm training with him still. And so me and him work the same hours and stuff. And I think even after training, they want 2 of us on, so me and him were probably working a lot together. But no one knew me yet. So I walked back there before he came in to work. And I was like, where's this guy? And they're like, hey, get out of here. You're not working here. And I was like, alright. And then my friend ended up coming in and being like, hey, He works with us now. He's now my like trainee, and they're like, oh, okay. And then they all kind of did the introducing themselves and stuff to me, and it was kind of funny. Everyone started laughing about it, and then my work started, and I started doing greeting and seating people, which was kind of stressful and like weird because he started explaining everything really fast and kind of like, you gotta do this, 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 remember this, like all the table numbers and everything, and it was just crazy, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is this? I thought it was gonna be so much harder, and the first day was kind of confusing. I didn't do much. I kind of just cleaned tables like he showed me, and like had 1 or 2 times where I actually sat someone as practice, and that was kind of the first day. Second day was way different. It was pretty busy, and I had to do a lot, and I did seat more. He kind of would walk away and leave me alone to see how I would do when someone came in. So I started getting a hang of it, and like it's not too hard. I do remember a lot of the things now, so I kind of get it. But that first day or two was a real struggle because like I got really worried. And it was really stressful because I really had to like keep an eye on the lists, and if I was overseating one person, not to and stuff. It scared me and started really stressing me out. But it ended up being okay. And then that Friday, oh my god, it was a freaking massacre. I had to work with him, and it ended up being like the busiest day ever. We had like a list of like 30 people waiting to be seated, and I was like, it was so nuts. We had the managers out working with us, getting us to move a little faster. Waitresses and waiters came over like, hey, you're not cleaning our tables and stuff, even though that's not our job. Technically, like, we do clean to help them out on like slow days, but when we have a list of 30 people to seat because the tables need to get clean and stuff, we can't exactly leave because we have to keep taking names. Then when a table opens up, because the managers are still cleaning up the tables and stuff, we have to move them there. And like, we can't go clean up people's tables. So it's kind of annoying how they like kind of expect us to do all this, but in reality it's not really our job, so it's kind of dumb. But I mean, but like I would run out there and clean a table really fast and then seat someone there, or my friend would do the same thing, and it worked out fine. But like, it was just the first time they kind of said that to me, like, hey, you have to clean my table, it's been sitting there for 30 minutes dirty. I was kind of really annoyed, and I was like, I didn't say anything, but then my friend kind of stepped in and was like, hey, we have a job to do right now, we have a list of people, we can't be taking time off to go do that, so you really should be doing yours, and it doesn't matter because your table's dirty and you're off the clock anyways, because the waitress was off the floor, like she wasn't working anymore. And it was stupid, because she should have been cleaning her own table, because why not? Like, you're off anyways, just go clean the table before you leave really fast. Because she has to do side work anyway, so she had an extra 30 minutes to go do something anyways. So it's kind of annoying, but like, I don't know. Other than that, it's really interesting. Oh, and then I had to seat 33 people that night, speaking of interesting. 33 people came in at like 8:45. 45 minutes before we were leaving work and clocking out, and 33 of them decided to come in and come eat then. Like, what the fuck? I was like, dude. So once we got 33, I was the only one at the like podium we stand at, and I was like, they said 33 people, and I was dumbfounded. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I stood there waiting for like my friend and the manager to come out, and I was like, what do I even do with this? And then they came out and they're like, hey, what's going on? Why aren't you like seeing these people? I'm like, because there's 33 of them. And they all just look surprised. And they're like, okay. And the manager's like, alright, just have them stay here. We'll go clean tables. And then I could see all like the waiters and waitresses all like crazy. They're all like, what? They're all like, what is that? And all 33 people, and they're all wicked surprised. And they said that was the most they've ever seen. They said before that the most they ever saw was 21, and that just went up by 12 people. Like, that was crazy. We had to move so many tables around. Oh, it was aggravating, honestly. It was the dumbest thing I've ever had to do. But we ended up getting them in, and then we just sat there the rest of the night, because they were like the last people. And we ended up just kind of sitting there for the rest of the night and blowing up balloons, because we give out balloons. And kind of did side work, kind of cleaned windows and things, and then just kind of left. We didn't tell anyone. We just kind of clocked out, because I asked him, like, shouldn't we go tell someone we're leaving? And my friend said, no, it's alright. He's like, they'll like get it. It says our time off at 9:30, so we just kind of clocked out and left. And he's like, and anyway, Scott, the manager will be like, hey, you gotta come back in and do more work, even though it was our time off, and we left 5 minutes after we were supposed to be off anyways, which isn't a big deal, but like, you know, we were already off, so it was kind of stupid because we were doing windows. But that's kind of been my work experience so far, and it's not that bad, but I don't know, it's definitely a shift from what I normally do, and it's definitely taken away some time from doing this and getting good gameplays. But I'll definitely keep coming out with stuff, guys. And that's the end of the story, end of the video. So, as always, subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Twitter at @tiz_church, and I'll see you guys later.